what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be going over some quick reminders on things that you all might want to take care of that will be ending or resetting with maintenance. The second half of this video will be static weekly trades. So we do currently have an item enhancement support campaign that's going on. That's going to be going over with maintenance. Now this is a pretty special campaign because this has an item success rate 50% as well as 50% off Meseta cost for limit breaking too. So it's an extremely good time to deck out some gear right now. If you need to make a seasonal weapon for the seasonal content that's going on right now, it's a really good idea to do that. It's really easy to get a weapon to plus 70 right now. Now, as well, there's also like additional drops inside of some of these combat sectors, like all of the old Alio high rank regions, and as well as the Stia regions for NiNjahCheeto and Deck Space. You can actually get Arms Refiner too in some of these areas, and as well like NiNjahCheeto, for example. NiNjahCheeto actually drops a lot of Arms Refiner 2 right now. You can actually get an Arms Refiner 2 from almost every boss that you fight in NiNjahCheeto right now just because it's a boosted rate. So it's definitely a good time to go out there and stock up on some of these things. So we do have an AC scratch that'll be coming to an end with the upcoming maintenance. That's the Street Beat. Now inside the prize listing here, there's actually some really nice stuff inside of here. Some of these motions was actually really popular. The fan service one in particular, where it looks like you're just like waving to everybody like the fan service crowd. So definitely some good things in here to check out. There was also some pretty good emotes too. The Spotlight 2, for example, this one was an incredible emote. I really like this one a lot. Very bright and vibrant. There was also some pretty cool portable holograms that was inside of here too. That's going to be your last chance to go through here. If you scratched on this it's going to be your last chance to use any of your selector tickets that you have, where you can select any prize that you want from the prize pool. When it comes to the outfits on here in particular, I wanted to shout out my friend Corone. She's been doing videos that cover different outfit scratches, and she shows off what parts of the different outfits change color. And that's very useful when it comes to picking which outfit you want to purchase, because some of these outfits all color in different pieces in different ways. So definitely check out Corone. She shows off all the outfits inside of the scratch on what pieces change colors. And I'll have a link in the video description below to Corone's YouTube video that shows off these outfits. So we do currently have an Arks record ranking this week that's going to be coming to an end. So if you open up your menu and you go to Personal, and then down to Arks records, and then Random Challenge records, you can see right here it's Vanishing past Solo. Now this is a cocoon. You can actually just go and do one run of this and you'll get yourself 20 Arks record badges, which is just a participation reward. Now if you was to play this and try to do really good, you could possibly get silver or gold, which would give you even more Arks record badges. Now something really nice about these, if you have a character on multiple ships, you can go and run this on every single ship, and it's an independent ranking reward. So you can get some of these badges on the off ships, and then you can use those off ship badges to get a hold of the star gems for the weekly trade. And then you can save the badges on your main ship for important things that you want, like Arms Refiner 2 and camos and other things of that nature. Now if you're wondering where you would find this, it's in West Redham. If you open up your world map, you can find it right here in West Redham at this cocoon. It's called Vanishing Path, and it has a little king crown next to it too. So this part of the video, we're going to go ahead and go over some of the static weekly trades. So first up, we're going to go to the first shop on the left in Central City. That's the Item Trader Travis. Now at the Item Trader Travis, you want to go to Item Exchange, and at the very bottom of this list here, there's N-Augmentation success rate 10%. You can get a hold of 3 of these a week, and it takes 30 gold Prim swords total. Next, we're going to mention the Arks Record Badge Exchange. You can exchange for star gems here weekly, and as well you can also get some Arms Refiner 2 here weekly too. And then we'll mention the Item Exchange Stia. Inside of the middle of the Item Exchange Stia, you can get a hold of some Arms Refiner here. There's also some capsules here, but they don't really have a lot of value anymore currently. Next, we're going to go ahead and mention the Aegis Integra exchange, and at the bottom of the listing here, you can trade your Aegis Integras in for the Aegis souls and all the different dominas, which can be traded in to use Finale. Next, we'll mention the Giga Strugment exchange. The Giga Strugment exchange, if you're killing gigantic enemies in the Alio region or the Redham region, you can get a hold of different capsules here via the Giga Strugment capsules that you get from killing those gigantic enemies, and as well there's also some camos inside of here too. You can get a hold of like some different Duffy capsules, and some of these camos sell for a lot of money too. If you've been farming gigantic enemies in Redham, you can definitely make some extra bank off of this. And next we'll go ahead and mention the Growthment Exchange. Now Growthment Exchange, you get a hold of growthments from various tasks in the game and also running the seal exploration. You can trade in for Arms Refiner 2 here, and as well you can also trade in for various fixes for the armors, for the Octo Armor, and as well for the Vershmel weapons too. So next we're going to run down the street from Central City here to the third shop on the right, and that's going to be at the Item Enhancement shop. And at the very bottom down here for the Enhancement Exchange materials, you can go to other enhancement materials. Now here you can trade in for 10 gold Prim sword and armor a week, You can trade them for some of these Photon chunks per week, which is used to unlock your potential level 6 on your weapons. And as well, you can also trade them for some Arms Refiner 2 here. You can get 2 of these a week here as well. And then next, we're going to go ahead and run up the stairs of the Tower of Central City here, and that's going to be at the Alliance Activity Support NPC Tim. Now, Tim has the badge exchange here, and you can trade in, if you're doing your Alliance tasks, then that gives you a reward of Alliance badges. And then you can take your Alliance badges and you can trade in for all the different Genesis points here. And as well, you can also get Star Gems. And there's also triggers in here that have varying values. One of them in particular that we really want to mention is the Mining Rig Defense Redum. Now, these triggers right here are extremely valuable on the player markets. These have a chance of dropping 10-star weapons currently. So make sure you trade in for these if you want to run it and possibly try to get the drop. Then you might get lucky and get the drop. It's extremely rare. But one thing's for sure, you can sell these triggers on the player market for a lot of Meseta, so keep that in mind, don't miss out. Okay, so the last part of the video here, we're going to be going back to base PSO2, and that's going to be for the Casino Star Gem trade, and as well we'll also mention the Buster Metal Exchange trade there too. You can get a hold of Star Gems from both of those. Now to get the base PSO2, you're going to have base PSO2 downloaded, which is a separate download from NGS, but it's free, and it's a completely free DLC. It's pretty big, it's like 70 gigabytes. But once you have that downloaded, the way that you would access base PSO2, if you're next to any Ryuk or anywhere in the game, you can go to block transfer, and up at the very top is an option to go to PSO2 block. Now alternatively, if you're on the ship selection screen, once you select your ship, it's going to authenticate your ID, and it's going to pull you into your character selection screen here. Now once you get to the character selection screen, you select your character, and it gives you an option for PSO2 NGS or base PSO2. So upon logging into base PSO2, it's going to put you here in the middle of the Arks ship lobby, and if you turn around, you'll be facing an elevator. If you go to this elevator, it takes you to the shopping plaza. And upon going in here, if you jump down, you can turn around and you'll be facing the entrance to the casino. Now up these stairs here to the left, there's actually a Buster Metal Exchange attendant up there. And now the Buster Metal Exchange, you can get 100 Star Gems weekly there as well. Then the way that you get a hold of the Buster Metals for the exchange there is by either running Buster Quest, or you can also get a hold of Buster Metals inside of the Trigger Cradle of Darkness, which you can get from the Alliance Badge shop in base PSO2. A lot of people actually start this quest up too, and you can just join it in the counter for free if people host it. Now you can get a hold of a lot of those, and it stocks up pretty quick, and you can actually get 100 Star Gems a week via that. But we're going to go ahead and go inside of the casino here and show you the trade in here. Now once you're inside of the casino, if you run over to the left, there's a prize attendant Chip right here. Now Chip has a limited time exchange here, and you can get a hold of Casino Star Gems here for casino coins. Now the way that you get a hold of casino coins, if it's your very first time inside of the casino, you go to this NPC right here. They have some tasks around the casino that you can do where you can use drink stands and use various little machines and play games and stuff. There's also some Arkuma slot machines right here that you can play, and those actually can give you a whole lot of casino coins via doing that too. Now once you have the casino coin passes, if you take them over to this Voldragon machine right here, you can actually spin. You can either use 1 pass at a time or 5 passes at a time. We're going to use 5 just to show you an example. And the Voldragon is going to spit out a random value of coins at us. It looks like we got lucky here, and one of the passes actually gave us 500. So you can see that there's a little bit of RNG involved. You can possibly get a whole lot more than just what the 1 pass is worth. Now there's another way to get a hold of casino coin passes, and this is really easy to do per day, and that's doing daily orders back in the main Ark ship lobby. We're going to take you back there and do that real quick. So here we are back in the main Ark ship lobby. Now if you run over to the left, there's a daily order attendant over here. And the daily order attendant right here, if you go down towards the very bottom, there's usually some collect orders down here. Some of these will be like harvesting and mining and fishing inside of like the free exploration fields. And some of them will just involve like killing monsters and stuff like that. Usually these are the ones that I go for, is these harvesting ones, because you can actually stock up a lot of these, and then you can save the items for weekly trades, and you can actually just do these per day whenever they come up. It's pretty nice and easy. Now some of these other orders, like I mentioned, will be kill orders. Some of these orders will be like collect orders, or you can send an auxiliary support partner out to collect for you. That's a little bit of low effort there too. Some of these will actually make you some good Meseta in base PSO2, like the Bar Lodos here, for example, would make 250,000 Meseta. It's not too hard to complete that either. But this gathering one here that I just grabbed, for example, this one's going to be super simple. This is going to take a matter of like minutes per day to turn up. And you can see right here, I have 663 of this Coast Olive. I mean, I'm going to go to turn this in. It's going to ask me to turn in all 663 of these, but I'm going to adjust the value to just turn in 1, because I want to keep the rest of these items for another turn in later, or another character. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that in. That's going to complete a daily order for me. And when I back out, it's going to pop up saying that I've completed a daily order, and it gives me 5 casino coin passes. which is a minimum of 500 casino coins, if not more, due to RNG. Now you can do this per day per character that you have, which will give you a whole lot of casino coin passes in just a matter of minutes, which in turn turns into a lot of weekly star gems. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. I know SEGA snuck in those 10 stars into the Redem mining rig defense this week. I'm curious, did any of you have any luck with the drops in there this week? If so, please let me know down in the comments below. I ran a lot of the triggers myself, but I didn't have any luck unfortunately. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.